Blog Talk Radio.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Hit the Ropes Radio. I am your host, Darius Brown. We've also got Shane Howard and Demetrius Stokes on the line. We're ready. We've got another rip-roaring show. We've got Booker T, CWA. We've got Ring of Honor's Brent Albright. And we have WWE Hall of Famer Harley Race. Guys, what do you think about the show's lineup today?
Man, oh man, I'm thrilled, man. As those listeners out there, if you thought the first 3 weeks were great, but it's going to get even better now, baby. Harley Race coming on, man, I can't wait.
Shane, we see your experience some new technology. Can you hear us? Are you there?
I'm here. I think I'm here. You hear me?
Yes. Yeah, we can hear you. Shane's working with the headset today.
I'm moving on up in the world, baby.
That's right. Now, guys, like I just said, we're jam-packed. We've got a lot going on. So we want to jump right into it. But before we get into anything, let's get into the TNA trivia. This week, we're starting it. We're kicking it off right. We're doing big things, and for all our listeners out there, we're throwing out a little bit of trivia, and if you get it right, you get a reward, and what I'm talking about is some TNA gear straight from TNA's office. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
That's right, that's how we do it. The question I pose to you is, what year did TNA break away from the NWA? What year did TNA break away from the NWA? And guys, that's big on all levels for TNA. We'll get to TNA in a minute here, but it relates to two of our three guests, because we have Harley Race, who is an 8-time NWA champion. And we also have Brent Albright, who's also he's a one-time or 1 or 2-time NWA. We'll clear it up when he gets here. But let's jump back into it. As we pose our TNA trivia, what year did TNA break away from NWA? And the first person to call in and give us that answer will get the special straight from TNA prize pack. Now, speaking and staying on TNA, Demetrius, did you happen to catch the Impact last Thursday?
Darius, I did see the Impact show last week. The big thing going on there, of course, was the empty arena, I guess, quote-unquote match that took place between Kurt Angle and Sting. I was a little disappointed in the empty arena match, what it brought to the table. I don't know what you think about that, Shane, but it left a little bit to be desired for me, man. What did you think?
I don't want to bash TNA because we're giving away their merchandise today, but I've seen a better empty arena brawl, with the other company. It was okay. It didn't whet my appetite to see Sting and Kurt Angle lock it up at the next pay-per-view. it was okay. I'll give them that. I mean, it got them their biggest rating so far.
Yeah, and I guess technically speaking, it wasn't really a match. It was more kind of just a build-up to, I guess, what's going to be the title match between the two of them at Destination X. Is that right, Darius?
Yeah, that's what I heard. And I, at first, when it first happened and they were going at it, I was like, okay, this thing throws them off of the little stands there, and I was like, all right, where are they going with this? It's starting to pick up a little bit, and I'm getting hyped. And then all of a sudden, Kurt Angle just kind of says, I quit. I don't want to do this anymore. Let's be friends again. And for me, at that point, it kind of fell apart. But it picked up again with the spit. See, for me, I thought it was okay. It was kind of cheesy that they stopped it, and all of a sudden, all the guys rush out and want everybody to hug, kiss, and make up. But Angle has the intensity that it captivates me. It draws me in. It ticks you off. It makes you want to reach in the screen and slap them. So for me, it wasn't that bad, and apparently it wasn't that bad for a lot of people, as you said, that their highest ratings to date, and I believe they beat ECW for like the second time. So maybe they're moving in the right direction.
The second straight week, to be exact. Do we have another? Do we have a Tuesday Night War of some sort? Where like WCW used to beat the WWE 83 straight weeks? Is TNA going to start doing that with ECW?
I think it's gonna vary from week to week. ECW, they haven't been known to get a big rating anyway. That 1.2 to 1.4, that's generally their range. So it'll be interesting to see, man. I don't think TNA will beat them consistently every week, but they'll get a few wins in here and there.
Well, see, what I like about what TNA is finally getting back to doing is we're slowly starting to see them revert back to things that make a little sense. I'm talking about Samoa Joe. They flipped the killer switch back on, as we saw in his little promo where he's choking out Scott Steiner with the weights, and that's the Samoa Joe that everybody likes. They don't really care for the front line. I'm going to be your friend, but I'm not going to friend. They don't care for the kissing up to Kevin Nash, even though they're probably going to build up for them to finally get it on. But the killer Samoa Joe is what's going to bring TNA back on the map. That and, pushing AJ Styles and those guys that can still work. What do y'all think about the direction that TNA is going?
I'm all in agreement. I love the Joe's gonna kill you. I actually like that character better than what I've seen lately from Joe.
Yeah, I agree, man. Maybe TNA's finally seeing the light and seeing that all of this young talent that they have, they really need to build around that. I know they got the veterans there, and they can be there for the guidance and to let these guys know, what it takes to get to the top. But guys like AJ Styles, guys like Samoa Joe, they need to continue building around those guys. They got a lot of young talent, as we've said numerous amount of times. So they need to continue to build around that. And Darius, too, we want to let those callers that don't know who want to call in for the TNA trivia, give us a call at 646-929-2442 if you know the answer to that TNA trivia question.
That's exactly right. And we'll be giving it away until someone calls in with the correct answer. So please do call in, and it'll definitely be worth your while. Now, we've spoken about the TNA and their quest to get back on top. Shane, did you happen to see the show that's on top of